Are you a he for she? On April 9th, 2020, the IoT Day, Sudha Jamte and I will host a 4 hours live streaming event. We will dedicate that event to those women that was nominated by you for their work in IoT, IT, and AI. Thanks for being that awesome guy. My name is Roxy Stimson, Vice President and Chief Technology Officer at IoT Wallis.
Internet of Things makes our cars driverless, our homes connected, our cities smart, and factories run seamlessly. Artificial intelligence combined with IoT data is where the business value is created. Imagine yourself in the driverless world.
Hi, I'm Sudha Jamte. I teach IoT and autonomous vehicle business at Stanford Continuing Studies. I enjoy mentoring business leaders of all backgrounds and all industries to build mobility infrastructure and business transformation to get us ready for autonomous vehicles.
I hope to see you there. Thank you.
Hello all, welcome to IoT Day. Today we are featuring a leader in the area of IoT, Elvira Wallis. And our goal is to showcase the brilliance of women like Elvira so it serves as an inspiration to others across the globe. Thank you Elvira for joining and thank you for participating in IoT Women for IoT Day. Before we get started, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure, Pavan. Thanks for having me and hello everyone. My name is Elvira Wallis. I'm doing this recording from Mountain View in Silicon Valley. I'm the Senior Vice President, Global Head of Internet of Things at SAP, and I'm super happy to be with you. And if I'm not dealing with the Internet of Things, I'm actually an avid runner and I'm also quite an avid swimmer.
Thank you, Elvira. Lately, everyone has been talking about Industry 4.0 or sometimes Industrial IoT. Could you please share your insights about it?
Definitely, I will be happy to. Well, let me start with some, regional flavor here. And it's about wording, right? In Europe, people often call things Industry 4.0. And if you look into North America, the very same phenomena, namely the phenomena of an industrial transformation using new technologies such as the Internet of Things or edge and cloud computing together or big data lakes and so forth, the very same phenomena that's called Industry 4.0 in Europe is termed Industrial IoT in North America. So depending on the region of the world, the term Industry 4.0 and Industrial IoT are used interchangeably. And what these terms do is they are referring to an industrial transformation that uses new technologies. Thus, I will be using the terms Industry 4.0 and Industrial IoT interchangeably. Pavan, I just wanted to point that out in everyone because we shouldn't get too hung up on terminology, right?
Yep.
I believe organizations can truly achieve the benefits and the impact of Industry 4.0 or Industrial IoT by embracing it holistically across the entire organization. In other words, it's not a niche phenomena. It's not the phenomena of one line of business or of some innovation department. And therefore, our approach at SAP to Industry 4.0 combines three business priorities into one overall leading strategy. First, I believe anybody needs to focus on customers. Their inputs and their preferences need to be the source of everything anybody does in the light of the industrial transformation and the digital transformation. Second of all, it's about a reinvention of the production. And that reinvention of production is by using intelligent assets and processes that dynamically adapt to changing priorities and deliver a customization at scale. And third, connecting the entire company, meaning you involve sales, you involve services, you involve logistics with the production. That is what's needed, that orchestration across the departments to really transform how people work. Now, with SAP, the solutions enabled by Internet of Things technology, you can put Industry 4.0 to work company-wide So people can stay connected with their customers and with their customers' customers, integrated with their partners, and most of all, really far ahead of the competition. Because that's the goal of the transformation, to serve the customers and be ahead of the competition. How can this competitive differentiation be achieved, right? How can it be done? The how question. Once people believe that the transformation is required, then the question is, how can I do it such that I'm ahead of my competition? And to help companies start with an Industry 4.0 project or industrial IoT project with fast success, quick return on investment, we offer several use cases because it's several areas where the journey to digital transformation can start. It's either about intelligent products, and think about it. Right now, we're in the middle of a COVID-19 situation. There are lots of people who are wondering about their products now out in the field. How can they remotely be monitored? How can they remotely be serviced? How can they remotely be taken care of? That is what we mean when we say intelligent products. And intelligent product is an area where you can start with digitization, automation, around innovation, design, and production in the engineering process. And the product managers right now in this situation are looking at ways how they can digitize. So it's a very present day area to start. Another area is, of course, the intelligent factory, where one can start with the digitization and automation of production. For example, to produce these intelligent products that I mentioned earlier. Another area is intelligent assets. Intelligent assets would also be assets that can be remotely monitored, remotely serviced, remotely a lot of things. It's also a very present day scenario. And of course, empower people. And when we say empower people, it's not just the worker on the plant level. We're also talking about knowledge workers, equipping people on the operational level with the right information, fast decisions in time. So that is not necessarily just about mechanical or operational jobs per se. It also refers to the people that get aggregated information for visibility and then take decisions. The entire application suite of SAP to bring these four use cases, the intelligent product, the intelligent asset, empowered people, and the intelligent factory to life. It's okay that you have flexible deployment options, meaning customers can start with any use case in any area. It's not pre-prescribed. It's not like medicine you take, whether you like or you don't. It is, if you wish, you can start in the cloud. If you wish, you can start with edge computing. And if you wish, you can start with any of these use cases. And we do start to understand that our manufacturing customers are really challenged to increase productivity while at the same time producing, personalized products. A lot of people talk about lot size of one, having very customized products. And many customers recognize Industry 4.0 as a strategic priority to turn challenges they face into actual opportunity. I do believe that organizations can truly achieve the benefits and the impact of Industry 4.0 by embracing it holistically. It's really key that it's understood as a challenge for the entire organization by moving from a factory-focused initiative to a company-wide implementation. And you can realize the promise by connecting all areas of a business together, such as logistics, procurement, production, sales, and service. So every step of the value chain is orchestrated from design to delivery to configuration and operations. And integrating the entire enterprise ensures that no area works in a silo, because it is really a harmony of an orchestra that's needed and not the brilliance of a solo artist. Yeah, that was my take on that one.
Thank you, Elvira. Now talking about Industry 4.0, what is your vision for how the enterprise becomes intelligent with IoT?
That's a very good question. And let me start that, let me underline technology is a key enabler for Industry 4.0 and industrial IoT. So it's a means to an end. It's an enabler to the business outcome in the cloud and at the edge. Let's, for example, look at the technology enabling Industry 4.0 and the industrial Internet of Things. Whether it is about achieving a step change in productivity, or whether it is about redefining customer experience, or frankly, whether it's about enabling new business models, one popular one being product as a service, typical business goals of a digital transformation and an intelligent enterprise are about achieving business outcomes. And the technology is in service of achieving these business outcomes. When we look at SAP's Internet of Things stack, it's all about business outcomes. So what we do at SAP is we embed Internet of Things into our line of business solutions. We offer embedded intelligence, embedded Internet of Things as part of the business applications. Think about field service management or predictive maintenance or logistics or a Kanban process, a just-in-time process. So IoT gets embedded out of the box in business processes. And second, well, that was the first. Now, second, SAP IoT enables developers to extend business processes by connecting real-world information, by connecting previously unconnected devices, and extending the value of business applications. Why? We do fully understand that lots of customers have existing applications in place, and we need to help them materialize higher value out of these applications by bringing real-world data into these applications. And using the Internet of Things offering, we can take time series data, that's the data that's produced by these real-world devices, and it can be brought in a context of industry business process data, such like an asset, a product, or work order. And by that integration, we serve that goal of achieving business outcomes. Now, IoT for Industry 4.0 or intelligent enterprises will transform the way enterprises handle customer demands in both manufacturing and supply chain processes. And it will gain even more momentum. If you think of the current crisis, one thing that will happen as people see the end of it coming, as people think about it, they will look at the resilience of their supply chain. They will look at the regionalization of their supply chains. They will understand that having assets and products work in remote locations, in understanding that edge computing matters, and that they will become mainstream technologies. If you look at some of the analysts, by 2024, at least 50% of all enterprise applications in production will be IoT enabled. And I expect to see traditional production to evolve into a digital manufacturing and to see new scenarios as highly automated plants, production of personalized products, mass customization, high volume production. We will see a lot of processes interact without human intervention and to focus on business outcomes. We will see business transformation improve the business agility. And the way humans work in production will change, with workers getting tailored information and decision support. But we will see a shift from traditional production execution to data-driven business processes and optimization. And I actually think the current situation, in particular in supply chain, will be another driver towards that transformation.
Okay. So finally, in the context of IoT, what is your aspiration for the future?
That's a big question, Pawan. Companies today, right, they're really challenged to adapt to ever-changing conditions. And I think in the last few weeks, this sentence holds more true than it has been in a long time, right? The current crisis situation, but also things that we've seen in recent years, like trade animosities, managing global supply chains, skill shortages, they're requiring companies to adapt and to change faster and optimize their business operations. And successful companies will need to embrace digital technologies, and they will need to embrace resilience of supply chains, and they will need to adapt and also to regionalize at times. And if we look at these phenomena, then the Internet of Things and edge computing are technologies that will help and play a vital role in helping companies being successful in this new age and staying engaged with their customers. These technologies connect industry value chains and enable companies to understand their business in terms of customer engagement and also serving the customer. Now, you might ask, where does SAP come in? SAP has a mantra, which is help improve people's life and help companies run better. Well, SAP has a rich history and also hopefully and very certainly a very rich future in bringing together all the data with our technologies in the context of a business process. And I'm very hopeful, and I hope to be part of this journey, helping making industrial IoT and Industry 4.0 an everyday reality with SAP solutions and technology. And also after the current situations, helping company understanding how they can be more resilient and how by digital transformation they can be prepared for the next weathering storms.
Okay. Thank you, Elvira. I mean, it's been fantastic, and in fact, I learned a lot, and you are an inspiration to me, not just to me, but many others in the globe. And thanks for coming to the interview. And by the way, congrats for being the finalist for the Leader of the Year award as part of the Internet of Things World Consortium. And wish you good luck to get the award. Thank you, Elvira.
Thank you, Pavan.